in about 45 to 50 days, I went from zero to about $15,000 to $20,000 in monthly recurring income. What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to the last video of this binge that we've been going on recording videos here for you. If you haven't already watched all the other videos, wait till the end because I'm going to give you something cool for you to go and watch all these other videos. Talk about how to build a business in 30 days from scratch in 2020. Shooting this video right now and it's January of 2020. A lot of you have been coming to me and over the last few weeks, especially going into the new year, we wrapped up 2019, we're into 2020, setting New Year's resolutions, doing all that stuff, making more money. It's like the two big things every single year that most people want to do is get in shape and make more money. I'm not the guy to teach you how to get in shape, so go find somebody else for that. But I will be the guy to tell you how to build a business in 2020. Definitely not the guy to get in shape if you watch our last vlog in Whistler, because that was a fucking debauchery. Speaking of which, I need some coffee. That being said, so let's get into it. A lot of you have known in the time that I've built this and the content that I've dropped in the vlogs and in the behind the scenes and stuff is I am a huge fan of info product and or service-based businesses. And the reason being it's because it's the quickest way for you to make money. I personally believe that service-based businesses is something that can easily replace your income immediately. And you can do this in 30, 60, 90 days very, very fast. I replaced my income when I launched my agency in about 45 to 50 days. I went from zero online income because I was doing affiliate marketing for those of you that know before that. And then I went into the service route because I knew there was a lot more upside for me to it. In about 45 to 50 days, I went from zero to about $15,000 to $20,000 in monthly recurring income in about 45 to 50 days, okay? All it started was with one service. And that one service that I initially went to do was social media. Okay, and I was just reaching out, and if you have a service, okay, my service was I knew the digital landscape. I know the digital landscape. If you haven't already figured that out, that's the majority of my content on Instagram, on YouTube, on TikTok. I understand how to monetize businesses and take businesses online and help them create it into a monetizable income or scale their awareness or whatever you want to call it. Back in 2014, when I decided to do this and make a difference and kind of go into the B2B world, all I did was go door knocking. One of the videos I talked about, think global, start local. All I did was go to a local neighborhood split mall where business, and I went door to door and landed my first client. My first client, I literally charged them $500 a month, okay? You wouldn't believe that today because I wouldn't even sniff working with clients for $500 a month. You gave me that. But literally that's what I charged my first client. And to kind of give you a humbling standpoint, this client that I'd sold, I just wanted to do it because I wanted to, I knew door-to-door because of my sales background. For those of you that know, I've done door-to-door for a very long time and home sales for a very long time. So I knew that was my one thing that I could back myself up on. What I'm going to show you today in this video, you can do without doing fucking door-to-door. Trust me, it's a lot easier. What we did door-to-door, and I started working with a spa. And the spa client that I started working with ended up being a bloody nightmare. And I'm going to be completely honest with you. It was an absolute nightmare. And the reason being is that they knew they wanted social media. They knew they wanted, Facebook posts and Twitter posts and stuff. And Instagram was just kind of I don't even think Instagram was around then. To be fair, it was Facebook and Twitter from what I remember specifically, and then doing a little bit of blogs on their website for SEO. And I charged them $500 a month for that back in 2014. What ended up happening was I proved that the service and the customer had a match, okay? Whether the client ended up becoming a nightmare or not, that didn't matter because I just knew that there were businesses that if there was one business that bought, there was going to be 1,000 businesses that bought. It's the same thing. That one pain point, if you can figure out how to sell to that pain point, rinse and repeat in your process. So that's what I did. Now, what you can do in today's day and age is go and build a simple, you don't even really have to build a funnel. I kind of talked about this here just because I think that's the easiest way to do it. It's what I teach a lot of my students to do inside of Digital Expert and Agency Mentorship. Go and build a simple funnel. And what that simple funnel is pretty much talking about your service. Now, I'm talking about my service in social media. You could have just learned photography and you could do photography for a client. You could have just learned videography and go do videography for a client. You could just learn to, go build art pieces and you could go literally sell that door to door. You could do whatever the hell you want. Get creative, start thinking, start figuring out how you can trade your time for money because it's the easiest way to do this. Now, you can build a funnel, talk about exactly what you're going to do, and then just get them to name, email, phone number, opt in. So now you've got somewhere where people can go. If you don't want to build a funnel, circumvent it and get people to either directly message you on Facebook or wherever you're going to go. The free post, that's what we're going to go into right now. A free post. If you've got a small following, if you've got 1,000 friends on Facebook, where majority of you probably do, or if you've got a couple hundred friends on Instagram, or followers on Instagram, where majority of you probably do, all you really need to do is say, hey, blank, friends, family, I'm about to start a business in doing X, Y, and Z. Who do you know in your close circle of friends that I can help give my service to? Think about what I just said there, okay? You just went and said, hey, I'm about to do something, and you're not asking for $1, you're not asking for something. At the end of the day, all you're saying is, who do you know? And then you can put it, P.S., if anybody refers me anything, I'm willing to do this for free. I just want you to support me. Now you've done two things. One, you've put the onus onto your friends, your family, your close-knit circle of friends, and people will comment or DM you immediately. It may not be 10 to 20 people, it may be 1 to 3 people. But that 1 to 3 people is all you need to start. So go and do that, because the free post, do the work. Okay, now this is one thing that I teach a lot of my students. Do the work for free. A lot of the times I suggest doing at least 2 to 3 clients for free. However, put a contingent on it. You're going to do the work for, let's say, 30 to 45 days. But at the end of the 30 to 45 days, as long as you get X desired results, so it's like, hey, certain client, I'm looking forward to working with you. I'm going to do this work for free for the next 30 to 45 days. However, if we get result that you two both agree on, and don't oversell yourself, okay? Do not oversell yourself. Make sure that when you're giving them a result that you're going to get for them, make sure it's realistic for you to get, and it's realistic for them to believe that it's achievable. That's one. So, hey, client, I'm going to get this result over the next 30 to 45 days. Granted, I get this result come 30 to 45 days. There's one of two things I request of you. One, you hire me at blank rate, and a lot of the times your rate can be somewhere between $1,000 on the low end. Like if you're selling anything less than $1,000, you are f***ing yourself, to $2,500 a month. Now, granted, be careful of what you're selling also, because sometimes if you're trying to overcharge, you're going to burn yourself and you're going to burn clients and things like that, especially if you do not have results. And that's the reason why I always suggest 2 to 3 clients first for free. And then with the granted backends, it's like, we're going to do this. We're going to get this X KPI hit in 30 to 45 days. One of two things I ask of you. One, if you can afford it, hire me at this blank price point. We continue on. I'm going to help you scale your whatever you're doing with this photography, social media, paid advertising, SEO doesn't really matter. Or number two, we can call it a day there. You could take what I've done, implement it into your business on your own. However, before I hand it over to you, I need you to give me a video testimonial that I can take and go to your competitors and share what I can do for them. Now, if you understand sales and psychology, the second option, the chances of someone taking that is very rare, especially if you hit the goals and the KPI that you're building for the next 30 to 45 days to them, because you just told them they've got to give you, if they don't want to pay you, they've got to give you a video testimonial to take what you've done for them and they can go use it, but you're going to take the testimonial and go to the competitor. Who is going to want in their right mind to have you go to the competitor if you've already crushed and gotten them massive results? Nobody, okay? And if they do, take the testimonial, don't hand anything over, take the testimonial and go to the next person. That being said, get a couple testimonials, get a couple clients on your belt, whatever it takes, one or the other. Now you take that, put a landing page together. Now this is when you're gonna need to go back to the funnel, build a funnel stating what your offer is, what you're giving to them, a name, email, phone number, and run paid ads, okay? When you're gonna run paid ads, when you're only going to do it in your local area, okay? So if you're living in LA, in whatever suburb of LA, if you're living in Pasadena, you're only going to target Pasadena. If you're living in New York and you're already living in New Jersey, you're in Secaucus, New Jersey, you're only going to target New Jersey and the Secaucus area, okay? Whatever part of the city you're going to be targeting, you're going to be running Facebook ads to that funnel, sharing what you just did for people in the niche that you went after, for the service that you're going after, on a very small budget. And what I mean by very small budget, you can literally spend somewhere between $10 to, let's say, $50 a day if you can afford it. Okay, $10 to $50 a day, and that's all you need to be spending in that market. Once you do that on Facebook, your ads are going to be shown, your results are going to be shown, your testimonials are going to be shown. Everything that you've just done for free, you're now using to your advantage to scale into your business. You're gonna get those leads, you're gonna use your phone, you're not gonna be a little bitch, and you're gonna call them. and then and you can either book a meeting with them, and I suggest do the meeting over Zoom or Skype or something like that, so you're being efficient with your time. If you need to, and your service that you're offering or the product you're offering is a lot of high touch point, yes, go and meet clients in person. I fly across the world a couple times a year to see my clients, so I definitely believe that meeting them in person helps. Speed of implementation is going to win. We're trying to do this in 30 days or less, okay? This literally should not take you that long once you put all the process into play, but this is how I would do it. If I were to go restart my entire business today, this is the exact 5-step formula that I would be putting into place today, okay? Now, once you do that, you've got more clients, you've got more results, you've got more testimonials, you know this is a service that you can scale, then there's a whole other section of hiring and building a team. I'm pretty sure there's a video on my YouTube channel where I talked about how to hire in-house versus international and what I mean by like VAs and everything else like that. So you probably can click the video right here and go watch that video once this is done, or we'll link it below once this is done so you can understand what the next steps to this is. This is literally gold, guys. Like, I've done this, I believe in this, it is working, it works. People have tested it, I've proven it, I've built a multi-7-figure company doing this. Till today, we still do cold outreach and some of the other stuff that I've taught, and doing this through paid content. If you're friends with me on Facebook, you see when I post statuses about me giving away shit all the time. Okay, doesn't matter just because our retainers are 10 times more than what I'm showing here. It doesn't matter. Okay, people you want to work with are going to take you up if you have a desired result that you can get them. That's all that matters. If you can get someone a result faster than the competitor, you can charge more money. Think about that for a second, because it's the truest statement that I've heard someone say recently. And rinse and repeat. Do this over and over and over and over again, and in a very, very short amount of time, you have officially replaced your income from a job that you potentially don't like, and or built yourself a lifestyle that you can choose what to do, when you want to do it, and with who you want to do it. If this is not something that you can use immediately, I don't know what more to give you, but if this is something that you actually truly enjoyed for 2020, do me a favor, give this video a thumbs up, comment what you're going to do to change your life in 2020 and build your business from scratch, and literally do what you want to do. For those of you that have not, this is the first time you come to my videos, or you've come to my videos before but you do not subscribe, hit the damn subscribe button, because we're going to be dropping a lot more content, a lot more consistently, because why not? I've got the time now to share this with you, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.